This 7-foot slasher build is actually crazy. You can literally run the floor and dunk on everybody on the team with a 99 standing dunk. They ain't gonna know what coming. They like, yo, this 7-footer is kind of crazy. So this footer center build, I'm gonna show y'all how to make this footer center with gameplay random rec from my Twitch stream. You wanna watch this stuff live, make sure you follow me on Twitch. Now let's get straight into the build. All right, for the build, we a power forward. We're 7 foot, 225 weight. 7-foot wingspan. You already know how these go. We got gameplay in the background so you can watch exactly how good the build is live. Let's start off with finishing. Off rip, we gonna get a 94 standing dunk, and 94 standing gonna give us the ability to cap break it. Now when you upgrade in this game, you're able to get cap breakers, and when you hit level 4 you get cap breakers. So I'm gonna use 5. I have 11, so I'm just gonna use my 11 as example. So you can use more if you have more, or you use less if you have less. So standing dunk, I'm going 94, okay? 94 standing dunk gonna give me a 99 standing dunk. We a masher. Driving dunk, we going 87. This gonna give you the ability to do contact dunks. Also, like driving contact dunks. Layup, we give him a good layup too. You gonna have a 90 layup. So we're gonna be able to finish with layups also with physical finisher. So you're gonna have physical finisher also. And we're gonna get this brother a post. 67 posts is good enough to get off a lot of good post moves. All right, just basic posts. We're really more of a dunking build. So off rip, the finishing is the specialty of the build. As you see, build gonna go crazy. Next, we're gonna go with shooting because we will be able to shoot. It's not a pure slasher. We're gonna give him an 86 medium. Now, if you look like Jordan Barrett, because on Twitch I called him a 7-foot Jordan, basically like a 7-foot Michael Jordan in a way. That's kind of how I look. Cause we got a midi, a 3, we dunk, and we can play D. It's kind of like a 7-foot Jordan. So 3-pointer gonna go 74, but because we have such a high midi, we're gonna get good jump shots. So you don't really need a really high 3 ball if you got a high midi. And as for free throw, we're gonna do 81 free throws. What it ends up being, good enough to get the free throw if you get fouled. Okay, it's not meant to be like super crazy, because when I put it super crazy, y'all complain. Next thing we're gonna do a 70 driving layup. I mean ball handle. So we get unpluckable bronze, so you can dribble and get some pro animations. And we're gonna do 60 speed with ball to get Zion dribble style. So we'll be able to, have some decent dribbling. Decent, not good. Decent, good enough. Pass accuracy, we're gonna do 75, just the bare minimum to get break starter silver. So you'll be able to pass up the court. Not the best again passing, but good enough. All right, good enough to get it off. The next thing we're gonna do steal 60, okay. Perimeter 62. You'll see why it's an assume, because we get movement forcer. Interior D 74. 74 is gonna give us paint patroller, and then block 88. Doing 88 block, so you can cap break this if you want to. Also, if you're a veteran too, you can cap break it to 93 and make it really high. It also gives you high flyer denier like gold. So that's one thing about that. Offensive rebound, we're gonna do 80. Offensive rebound, okay. And I end up cap breaking this +5. Now you don't need to cap break this +5, but I was getting triple double, as you're gonna see in the background, with just an 80 offensive rebound. Literally that's all I had. I was getting 16, 17 rebounds, really, because I got a high vert, as you about to see in a second. But yeah, the 62 is gonna give you movement force and all that. Now for the final category, speed, 74 speed. Okay, that's the max we can go. We're tall, so we don't really have to be that fast. 62 agility. Strength going all the way to 83. What's it gonna give us? Gold physical finisher, post lockdown, post powerhouse, and movement force of bronze. Brick wall silver, box out B silver. Okay, and vert, we're going 85 vert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we jumping out the gym. Now we got a crazy vert. We got aerial wizard, we got rise up, and we got high flyer denier, so we can jump around, and you'll have a really good vert, man. You'll have a really solid vert, be able to jump all over the court and do what you want. For takeovers, in the gameplay you're seeing, I use glass gunner. Now, is that the best take for this? You can use it. I used it for mine. And in order to get glass gunner, you have to do +1 on the 3 ball. So I end up doing +1 on the 3 ball to get glass gunner. So that is how, if you want glass gunner like me, I did +1 on the 3-point. That's how I got it to glass gunner. So I use glass gunner because it's a good compliment. Since we're such a high dunking build, it kind of covers our weakness of rebound and shooting. So it kind of makes us a well-rounded build. So I probably, honestly, would probably go Glass Gunner Take. I ain't gonna lie, I probably go Glass Gunner Take with this build. You could also probably get, you know, something else better if you like. But me personally, I think Glass Gunner probably the best. Now you do it right, you're gonna get shades of Chris Webber, Anthony Davis, and Madal Bazooki. Okay, Madal Bazooki, and then we're gonna get. I know he look like Jordan, don't he? Ha! Inside the Arc Thread, a terrible name, but it don't really matter because the build code. Sometimes you just gotta have a good build with a mid name. Sometimes it's just how it works out. If you make this build, this is the badge elevator you probably should use. I did Rise Up after I basically used the cap breakers on the dunk, Area Wizard, Physical Finisher. I max 1 that you're gonna see right here. I max 1'd it because I wanted it, you know, I wanted that to be high, and I golded Posterizer because you can, because it's a tier 2, which is kind of cool. So you can make Posterizer your badge, or you can give them an even higher high flyer than Iron. But I did Posterizer, kind of give them a good dynamic. Now for dunks, I'm gonna show you the dunks I got on them, so you can imitate the dunk. We talked about, we made all this on live on stream. So you want to start seeing this stuff live on stream, you got to do this. So athletic off-handers off 2, we equipped it. We did pro contacts. Okay, for 1, we didn't have none of these, so we didn't do none of these. We did pro standing and then elite standing, so you're gonna get both of those. You have the option to dunk on everybody. I ended up doing all the athletics. I ended up doing all the rim pulls. Okay, for signature, they told me to put on LeBron, so I had LeBron on. They told me to put on Sean Kemp and then Scotty. So that's what I had on. The chat told me to put this stuff on, and it seemed to work really well overall. I didn't have an issue with it at all. So this is a good setup you can run on here. Alley-oops, I forgot to put them on, but you can do pro contact because you're gonna get it. You're gonna get the option. You're also gonna do big contact if you have it. I don't have it, but if you have it, you know, you can go ahead and put it on and just dunk on centers and stuff. Remember, dunk meter kind of goofy, so you gotta be careful. Dunk meter a little tricky in this game. Dunk meter is a little tricky. And as for my other animations, I'm gonna show y'all so you can see. We end up doing Zion dribble, pro, basic, pro. This is all the SIGs right here. I didn't put a motion style. Basically, you know, I did Kevin Durant free throw. If you ever wonder what free throw I use on bigs like this, we use Kevin Durant free throw. Yeah, that's basically all that covers this 7-footer build, man. This 7-foot MJ, technically. I know he's gonna have Giannis on the thumbnail, but basically that's what it is. But hopefully you enjoyed the video, man. Leave a like, sub if you're new, and I got another banger build right there on the screen. Ha! If you like this one, you probably gonna like that one too. I ain't gonna lie. It's a good compliment to this. It's a good one.